Γεια σου, Αλέξανδρε. Καταρχήν όμως δεν έχω χαιρετήσει. Sorry for the Greek, but I just say hello. Okay, I will switch to English for RS. Okay. Μπορεί να θες να πεις μια καλησπέρα και εσύ.
Καλησπέρα σε όλους.
Okay. Okay. So, what I would like to discuss for the next, let's say, 20-30 minutes is the thing that so far we have heard a lot the word. The subject of this panel is data, marketing tech, and e-commerce. Okay, so perhaps it's the most dull title that we've done in a panel, but also it's three things that I think there's a lot to talk about. And mainly what I'd like to talk about a little bit is about AI. So there has been a lot of talk, everybody was mentioning AI in your presentations as well. I'm sure you'll have talked a lot, you've discussed AI a lot. So what I would like first from you is to tell me how AI is changing the landscape in the marketing tech and the e-commerce world. So Alexander, we'll start with you because you haven't done the presentation so far, that's why. Okay.
Thank you very much. So I think if we had the same discussion a couple of weeks ago, it would be much different because things are, rapidly growing.
You mean because the announcements that
yes,
Google and
there are so many
OpenAI,
it's kind of difficult to keep up with everything.
Okay, and perhaps if we've done this conversation 3 years ago, it would be totally different.
Now I think it makes sense that we record it. I think in the next year it will be total,
total change, yeah.
Total obsolete.
Yeah, okay.
Probably
So
everything.
How? Okay. So, what's the new trends for you? How we're going to see that?
So in terms of let's say the MarTech industry, I think it's good news because nowadays companies and teams are able to launch quite shortly. They could have a meeting on Monday and maybe even launch a pilot on Friday, let's say. So it's much more cost effective, let's say, and I think it also changes the way and the dependency of external investments. So you can self-fund your idea and be able to deploy and evaluate if it makes sense without losing, 5 years of your time and a lot of cash.
So what you're saying, it's much easier to launch a campaign, more or less?
Not a campaign.
Anything.
Let's say an idea for a SaaS product.
Okay.
Let's say.
Okay. So, Rares, what's your opinion? What can you add?
Have you used AI?
Yeah.
You've interacted with AI?
What you mean AI? First of all, we have to define that. Okay, I've used AI. I'm using AI,
You're using ChatGPT, yes?
No, that's generative AI. I'm using Google Maps. That's AI as well.
Okay.
Netflix, what it's doing with the recommendation, it's a form of AI, right? So
there are things that must be discussed like this. So if we consider AI for discussing with people, have you ever interacted, guys, with a chatbot AI based? Do you know, can you identify that it's a bot and not a human?
Sorry, but we have our last...
so
you were late. You thought that we were be late. Okay, no problem. Okay, so continue. Yeah, with the chatbot you mean?
Yes, you can tell that it's a bot over there.
Yeah, and the first generation.
And we don't like it.
No, but the second generation of chatbots?
Same.
Not the same. No, there are new ones. I will get you some.
So I'm not a big fan of AI. I see that things are changing, but AI is not there yet. Okay? I will give you another example. We have built a recommendation engine based on AI.
Yeah.
And we have built a recommendation engine based on ifs. If the customer did this, then do that. Okay? The one based on ifs performed 30% better. It was just cases. If, then. That's it. Performed 30% better than the AI. Lack of data, of course, because AI needs huge amounts of data to perform. So its happening, but it's not there yet.
Okay.
You can tell the chatbots, the recommendations, so even if you ask the AI to write a code, you can tell it's written by AI and not by humans.
Okay. Man.
Okay, I'm going to focus a bit on marketing because I feel that we have a marketing crowd here. And we're going to focus on two things. On how AI will change the landscape on marketing. Number one, I remember when I first started doing digital marketing in 2012, before I switched to data scientist, there were only a bunch of people that were doing it. By now, we've got, I don't know how many digital marketeers globally, and they all pretty much know how to do it to some degree. They all know the tricks, they all know how to increase their ROAS, they all know a lot of things. So by now, we've reached a level where in order to overcome it, we need something else. And AI can be that. AI can give you an edge over your competition. AI which can predict, which can cluster, which can do all these wonderful things. So we've reached, I believe, a peak that only AI can overcome. And that has to do with how we approach marketing. Because we can do the same campaign, we can have the same skill set, we can have the same experience, but if I know what the customer is going to do, I have an edge over you.
So what you are saying is that AI can provide more tools, more opportunities for someone that creates a service or makes something up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fanny, let's make this first one. I'm coming again with AI because Rares here has a point, but I think it's a little bit different. Fanny, give us your opinion about how AI is changing the landscape.
Okay. Regarding AI then, I think that AI is a tool. We need to focus to see AI like a tool.
Yeah.
Because if we do a mistake, it's show it with another point of view, I think that we will go to the wrong path. And the wrong
So we have to see it as a tool and not that as a means of doing everything. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is it a tool that can help you create more stuff, create more easily, take all
of course.
the work that you don't want to do, the menial work? Is that the case?
The thing is that the information is out there.
Okay.
And AI is here in order to have the opportunity, every people have the opportunity to catch this information more easily without a lot of time, etc., etc.
So, and that can. I'm going to arrest now because I'm trying to convince you. Perhaps I will try to do that. I will try to be the devil's advocate. Don't you use AI in your business? Meaning, what I'm saying. A lot of companies, a lot of platforms are using AI for the menial work. Okay, not to have the things that everybody's bored to do.
So we are a company that sends emails, newsletters. So
Yeah.
we use AI when we generate titles. We use subject lines or preview text. We use AI to generate the content in the email, and we use AI to automate this process. But if I show you two emails, one generated by AI and one made by a marketer, okay, you will identify which one is who instantly.
But sometimes you don't need to send an email and it has to be perfect, right? An email, a message, and it's boring for everyone to think, and it's counterproductive. That's what I'm saying.
I know. So I'm not saying that is not happening. What I'm saying is that the results are not there yet.
Okay. So we need more data.
Yes, far more data, far more. We need to advance a little bit more and grow a little bit more in order to have the AI, the AI driven, to have the same results like human marketing.
Alexander, so
I agree that it's not there yet. It's not perfect, and it depends how you use it. And earlier we saw a presentation from Google for the
But Google was almost saying that you can do anything with AI, everything, and you don't have to do anything.
We still have some arguments about that, but I think currently you can achieve better results without it. especially in cases where the data are limited.
So
But
humans will still be relevant in the
yes,
marketing and
it
in the
depends.
digital marketing and
It
e-commerce.
depends on the use case, and we need still, people to be able to evolve this AI and know how to use it, because it's as Fanny said, it's a tool. You can do good things with that. You could do bad things with that. It's not like it's a technology by itself will help us, to evolve.
Fanny, do you agree with that? But should we expect?
I was the
What should
first
we
one
expect? But what should we expect in the near future regarding how to use AI in digital marketing, in MarTech, in e-commerce? What should we expect? What do you expect to
I
do?
think that we need to focus in order to train ourselves first,
Okay,
in order to use the tool for the good things only.
that's one part. Also, it's the part that we have to educate ourselves, meaning also that we have to create the people to use that right.
Because a lot of times,
That's the question. That's
tool
that's
gives
question
you-
for Manos next, because he was talking about data scientists before. That's why. So, but continue.
But right now, the tool, it gives you, more often, sometimes, I mean, a wrong outcome. I don't know if someone...
Yeah, they were saying that sometimes the tools are not perfect. That's what we're
Yeah,
saying.
of course, of course. So we need to train ourselves first. This is the case.
Yeah.
In order to become more trained people in order to use this tool in the future.
So we need to. Okay, that's a very interesting point, and I'm going to ask Manos, because you were talking about data scientists also. So in this AI era, let's put it this way, we're not there yet, but we're coming there. A lot of things. Do the companies need different people? Do the people already working need to re-educate themselves, get more, different skills, something like that?
Yeah, I feel that we need both. In terms of the actual science, we need data scientists.
Okay.
Okay, we need to train people. There are a lot of programs out there, and a lot of people are now coming from PhD, master's degrees and all of that. So we need new blood. But we also need to train the people that are already in the company. So business owners, managers, specialists, analysts, whatever. So both things need to happen, because one is going to do the work and the other has to be able to understand it, because they will have the experience, the managers of the company. They have to understand it, and they have to change their own nature. And that is why, if you've noticed, in MBAs, they've also added courses that have to do with data and understanding and all these things.
Yeah, but what about Gen AI? Because there are a lot of forms of AI nowadays. We're talking about Gen AI, we're talking about AGI perhaps, or emotional AI, whatever. So will be different skills again that will change again and again. That's a...
I'm afraid that's the bad thing when you're working with companies. They always evolve. So yes, we have to change ourselves over and over again. Even the people that are now very immersed in data science, they will have to also change themselves in the next 5 or 10 years.
Okay, so I'm going to ask the rest of the panel if it's easy or difficult to find people with that skills. Rares, you're looking for people like that, right?
Yes, yes, yes. We have employees.
Is it a problem to find them?
At this point, it's if you know how to write code, you're hired. So yes, very difficult. There are a handful of people who know how to handle technology like this, and to understand data, and to put the data to work in your favor. So yeah, it's a this type of skills are very, very, very hard to find.
Okay. Alexandre?
I think instead of searching for new, let's say, employees that have already experience for something that is quite new, so
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense, the focus should be on change the whole culture.
Change the culture.
Change the culture. The way we think, the tasks are done currently.
Haven't we, the question comes in mind, haven't we changed the culture with the digital transformation just a couple of years ago?
Yes.
Now we have to change that again?
Yes, definitely.
So it's easier to find people that have the skills for the new AI era, or it's easier to re-educate your people and increase different skills?
I think currently, because it's something very new, it's difficult to find people that
So it's
have.
better to educate
Yes,
them.
I think there's no other option currently. Maybe in a couple of years there are many people in the market, yes,
you
available
have,
with that have experimented a lot with that and could be a valuable asset from day one.
Fanny, do you agree with that? It's easier to find people, to re-educate
that-
your people, or?
AI technology is totally new to us as well. So I totally agree with Alexander that we need to redesign our culture, of course. And the base skill that we need to have to our people, I think, is passion for innovation and new technologies, I think. And it's easier to re-educate them in order to use them.
Okay. Finishing with that, before moving on to a new subject, I would like to ask if there's any question from the audience. Okay. No, just bear with me because my knee is hurting. I'm old.
My name is Alex. I would like to ask if you believe that every company should have this kind of people like data analysts or data scientists, or if a company could do a good job by collaborating with an agency out of the company to outsource them, yes.
So
First,
the question is pretty simple. Okay,
Yeah, of
do we
course.
need to have inside our company?
data is the new goal. So you need to get and analyze your data first. So it depends on your size, I think. So there are a lot of companies that you can outsource everything you need regarding this area. Or if you are a specific level of your structure, let's say, organization structure, you need to have an internal team in order to analyze your data and create more reports, more, etc., etc.
Manos, you are a part of that team, right? You have inside people.
Exactly. But I've worked with both, with agencies and in-house, and I agree totally that it has to do with your size and also the complexity, not the data complexity, the complexity of your business. If your business is if it has a high complexity, then outsourcing it can be a bit difficult. Because if your business is very difficult to understand, then it will take the agency a very long time to understand the business and then the data.
Rares or Alexander, you want to add something, or?
Yes, I think in general the question about if to outsource or not depends of what is your core business, and if you want to invest the time and the resources to build that and wait to have because for the people to be educated, because you can find that ready from a third-party partner, and maybe focus on things that matter more. So I think it depends.
Rares, you want to add something? I think we're okay, yeah. Okay. Υπάρχει άλλη ερώτηση? Then I will ask a new stuff. I'll go into a new chapter to finish that up. Okay. Besides AI, let's put AI in the side for now. Are there any other new trends in this market, in this MarTech, in the e-commerce world? I will go like, Alexander, new trend, something different besides AI. No mention of AI.
Yes, I actually it's not a new trend, but it's something that I think will explode.
Yeah.
Also due to the AI.
Yeah.
And it has to do with let's say cybersecurity.
Okay.
Because all of us will be more willing to share sources, share data, share many confidential stuff, and there are going to be malicious attacks that are going to exploit that. Because
So,
I
so
think
what you're saying is that cybersecurity is really important now. It's becoming more
yes,
important
it-
even
it,
in the
it was
MarTech,
it was already important due to
but now it's crucial.
yes.
Okay.
And we have when we deploy software or ideas before publish them, we should focus a lot on this specific asset.
Cybersecurity, whereas, what's the trends besides AI? But you
No,
mentioned
it's something that is still growing. As a business owner, you want the attention of your customers or your possible customers, and you have to go where are they. So right now, the video content, everybody's the video content is very demanded. Everybody's consuming it. We spend hours seeing, checking videos, all type of video content. So I think it's a new trend. It started a few years ago. We can't consider it new, but it's still something that's growing like crazy. And yeah, this is something that us as a company, we're doing it as well. So we see huge impact and huge results with this type of.
it has just a question. That's my curiosity, to be honest. More, is it because in order to make a video, have to put more resources, more time, more money, more resources in general? Does these resources worth the trouble? Meaning the results are better than sending an email messaging for having an email campaign? That's my question. Yes.
Yes.
And it's worth it because for
the
example,
customers are there.
okay, they're in these video platforms. That's
So in 2021, Facebook and Instagram crashed. Half of the internet crashed. I think you remember it was 11 September something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
2021, half a day, no internet. Then the biggest result that we had was sending a newsletter campaign because the customers didn't have anything to do, so they started checking their emails. You know, huge impact, huge result. Facebook, Instagram went back online. Results of the campaign dropped. So we have to go where the customer are, and the customers are checking online content,
Okay.
video content.
Okay, that's interesting. Cybersecurity video content. Manos.
Okay, something new and exciting without AI, that's difficult.
Yeah, that's a difficult question. I know that's a challenge.
But I have one. It's the ability to trigger the customer's excitement. And what do I mean by that? There's a lot of research out there for this, that by now every average user out there has logged into whatever, hundreds of sites, thousands of sites. And especially the sites that they visit very, very often stay the same. Now what companies around the world are trying to do is make their site or app or whatever it is that they have something new and exciting every time that you log in. So picture the thing that you do when you scroll on Facebook. Like every time you do this, it's something new. Every time
Bring
you do this-
το μικρόφωνο πιο κοντά στο μας, παρακαλώ.
Yeah. Every time you do this on Facebook, it's something new. Every time you do this, again and again and again.
Yeah,
and
but
again.
how easy can be for someone, for a business owner, to have a website that changes all the time or changes every 2 weeks? And we're talking here in Greece for small and medium-sized companies, for example. I mean, not, okay, even you at OPAP, that you have resources, it's pretty difficult to change the site all
It
the
is.
time, right?
It is. It becomes less difficult if you use the thing that we're not supposed to talk about right now. We talked about the AI.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but even AI cannot change that much all the time to change the site. Can you do it?
It can.
Change the site.
It
Okay.
can.
Okay, fine. So change the content of the site.
Content.
Yeah, but okay, but you need also to change change the content. Yeah, but you need content and then you need video. So you need people to be content creators and changing stuff. Okay. We still have a job.
Yeah. AI can basically understand how excited you are or how excited I can make you to be.
So that needs another kind of tools in order to measure the excitement or treat it and suggest things that can excite your customers, because AI in that case will also make suggestions for for the company that creates the content. Okay.
Exactly.
That's an interesting one. Funny.
I think that I totally agree with Alexandros. Not the cybersecurity one, but I would add the word privacy. You know.
I said the word cybersecurity, to be honest. He was talking more about privacy.
Okay. So I totally agree. We have seen a lot of regulations, law regulations from European Union, from US. Australia has started some regulation as well. And we are moving to a cookieless world. This will change a lot of things that we are doing.
Has changed a lot of things already. I think it has changed.
I think yes, but now we are living to a first-party cookies world, and we are moving to a cookieless world. So this is gonna change a lot of things we are living in, and actually, on this year, on 2024, we are trying. In my organization to be certified in order to protect our data collection, our data processing, etc., etc. So I think that privacy will be.
Yeah, but in a cookieless world, that's a question coming out of my mind. Should it be more interesting if you can have the content of your site or your e-shop or your tools or change all the time? In order to make it more appealing, instead of using cookies to personalize.
But data is more valuable then. In a cookieless world,
it's even more valuable.
Yes,
okay.
Of course.
Then you use AI in order
of course.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm good. Υπάρχει κάποια άλλη ερώτηση? Okay. I think you will be around, all of you, in order to have, because there will be also, there's the buffet over in the right. Λοιπόν, thanks very much. Ένα χειροκρότημα παρακαλώ.